Hello and welcome back to Tech Support Monday. If you caught our video this past Wednesday, you know we started our journey of tackling the scary number of unread messages in your inbox. I know exactly how it feels to open your computer and see 5,000 emails staring right back at you. It feels like a mountain you'll never finish climbing, and honestly, it's enough to make anyone want to just walk away and ignore it forever. But today, we're going deeper. We're not just going to delete a few things, we're going to change the way you look at your email. My goal for you today is to turn your inbox from a source of daily stress into a tool that actually works for you and stays quiet when you don't need it. We're going to take this slow, step by step, and with no confusing. Now, on Wednesday, I told you that typing unsubscribe to your search bar is the fastest way to find newsletters. But there's one more very important safety rule you need to know first. Not every email is sent by a friendly company you know. Sometimes you might get a strange email from a person or a business you've never heard of, and it might look a little off or suspicious. Here's the golden rule. If you do not recognize the sender at all, do not click the unsubscribe button at the bottom. I know it sounds backwards, but by clicking that link inside a bad or scam email actually lets these people know your account is real and that you are actively checking it. This can actually lead to you getting even more junk mail because they know a real person is at the other end. If the email looks weird, don't try to unsubscribe. Instead, look for the button at the bottom that says report spam or block. This tells your email service to just throw these messages into the trash automatically without you ever having to interact with the sender. It's like putting a lock on your door instead of trying to talk to the person knocking. Once you know you're safe, it's time to use the search bar like a pro to clear out the legitimate clutter. Most people think the search bar is just for finding one specific old email, but it's actually a high-powered cleaning tool. Instead of just searching for the word unsubscribe, I want you to try searching for the names of specific stores or services that send you mail every single day. Think about that one clothing store or home improvement shop that floods your inbox with today-only sales. Type their name, just the name, into the search bar at the top. Suddenly your screen will show you every single email they have sent you over the last 3 years. This is where the magic happens. You can click that one select all box, and we talked about on Wednesday, and in one single click, you can delete 500 advertisements from just one store. It is incredibly satisfying to watch hundreds of emails disappear in 2 seconds flat. By doing this just with 3 or 4 of your most frequent senders, you can often cut your total email in half before you even finish your morning cup of coffee. Have you ever stopped to wonder why you are still holding on to an oil change coupon from 2019 or a flight confirmation for a vacation you took 3 years ago? We often keep these emails thinking, what if I need it again someday? But the truth is, these digital cobwebs are just taking up space and making it harder for you to find what actually matters today. I want to teach you a little secret time machine trick for your search bar. Go to the search bar and type exactly this: older underscore then semicolon 1Y. That tiny bit of text tells your computer to hide everything from the last 12 months and only show you stuff that has been sitting there gathering dust for over a year. Take a look at that list. If you haven't opened an email in over 365 days, the chances of you needing it today are almost zero. You can use the same select all box we talked about to clear out entire years of digital clutter in seconds. It's like clearing out a storage unit you've been paying for but never visit. By purging the old stuff, you aren't just clearing a screen, you're clearing out a bunch of mental rent those old messages take up every time you scroll past them. If it's truly important, like a legal document or a precious family photo, keep it. But for everything else, give yourself permission to let it go. One of the biggest mistakes I see people make is trying to treat every single email with the same level of importance. Your brain only has so much energy, and if you treat every 20% off coupon for socks with the same urgency as a message from your doctor, you're going to burn out. Most modern email services like Gmail have built-in virtual assistants that try to sort your mail into 3 main buckets: primary, social, and promotions. I want you to start thinking of these like different rooms in your house. The primary tab is your front door. This is where your friends, family, and important bills arrive. This is the only place that deserves your immediate attention. The social tab is like the break room. It's just notifications from things like Facebook or YouTube, and you can ignore them until you're bored. Promotions tab? This is your digital junk drawer. It is filled with stores trying to sell you things. My big tip here is simple. Stop checking the promotions tab every time you see a notification. By training yourself to only focus on the primary tab, you effectively cut your to-do list by 70% without even deleting a single message. You are giving yourself permission to ignore the noise so you can focus on the signal. A lot of people that being organized means having 50 different folders with names like taxes, recipes, car stuff, and home repairs. I'm here to tell you that for most people, Having too many folders is actually a trap. It creates organizational paralysis where you spend more time trying to figure out where to put an email than actually reading it. Plus, if you accidentally put a tax email in the banking folder, you might never find it again. I want you to try the one folder rule. Create exactly one new folder and name it Action Needed. That's it. If you open an email and realize it requires you to do something like pay a bill or call a friend back, but you can't do it right the second, move it into the Action Needed folder. This does two things. First, it clears the email out of your main view so your inbox stays empty and clean. Second, it turns that one folder into your to-do list. You don't have to go hunting through 100 messages to remember what you need to do. You just need to open that one folder. For everything else you want to keep but don't need to act on, just hit the archive button. Modern email services is so good today that you don't need to file things anymore. Just like searching for a name on Google, you can just search for the person's name in your email and it will find it instantly. Simplify your system and you'll simplify your life. Now that we've cleaned up your past, let's talk about protecting your future peace of mind. Every single time you go to a store or sign up for a new service online, they're going to ask you for your email address. Usually they offer you a 10% discount or a free guide in exchange for it. In the moment, that feels like a great deal. But once you just start looking at that differently, you aren't just getting a discount, you're paying for that coupon with your future attention. Once the company has your address, they will often send you an email every single day. They might even share your information with other companies who will do the same. This is how a clean inbox becomes a cluttered mess within just a few days. My best advice for future-proofing your digital life is to use a digital shield. Consider setting up a second, completely separate email address that you only use when shopping, coupons, and rewards programs. You can call it your junk account. When a cashier asks for your email, give them that one. This way, all advertisements, sales trackers, and newsletters go to a place you only visit when you actually want to go shopping. This keeps your main personal email address, the one you use for family, your bank, or your doctor, strictly reserved for the things that truly matter. By separating your digital life from your real life, you stop the clutter before it ever has a chance to get to your digital doorstep. That is a great and very common question. Think of your Google storage like a big digital suitcase that holds your emails, your saved photos, and your documents all together. If that suitcase gets too full, your email will eventually stop being able to squeeze in new messages. You don't necessarily need to pay for more space. Usually, clearing out those old promotional emails and sweeping your inbox, as well as your photos in Google Drive, like we discussed, will free up plenty of room, so you can keep receiving those family photos without spending a dime. Don't panic, Sarah. Your email has a safety net. When you delete something, it isn't gone instantly. It goes to a folder usually labeled trash or bin. Most email services keep things in there for 30 days before they vanish for good. Just look for the trash folder on the left-hand side of your screen, find the appointment email, and click. This is the beauty of modern technology. Your email lives on the internet or the cloud, not just on a specific device. Think of your iPad and your laptop like two different windows looking at the same room. If you paint a wall white looking through the iPad window, the wall will stay painted when you look through the laptop window. Once you delete an email or unsubscribe on one device, it stays gone across all of them automatically. It certainly feels that way, Liam. What often happens is when you need to sign up for one website or free service, they might have a small line in their privacy policy that says that they can share your info with partners. These partners then add you to their lists. Also, some companies just guess common email formats. The best thing to do is to use the report spam button like we talked about. This tells your email provider to block that sender and any others like it, acting like a do not disturb sign for your inbox. You're exactly right, Yuki. One video can take up as much space as 1,000 text emails. To find them instantly, go in your search bar and type has semicolon attachment. This will filter your inbox and show only emails that have five. We've covered a lot of ground today, from identifying safe unsubscribe links to time machine searches that wipe out your old clutter. If this feels like a lot to do at once, remember, you don't have to reach inbox zero by sunset tonight. Managing your technology is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes just 5 minutes every morning while you're waiting for your coffee to brew to unsubscribe from 3 lists or delete 1 month's worth of old advertisements. You will be amazed at how much lighter you feel by the end of the week. Technology should feel like a tool that serves you, not a chore that weighs you down. And these small, consistent habits are exactly how you take that power back. I want to hear from you now. What is the one tech problem that is currently making you want to throw your phone or computer out the window? Is it printer that won't connect, a password you can't remember, or a strange pop-up that won't go away? Please leave a comment below or ask a question. I read through all your feedback and decide what topics we're going to cover in our upcoming Tech Support Wednesday quick tip video. If you found these tips helpful, please make sure to like this video, share it with a friend who might be struggling with their own inbox, and hit the subscribe button so you never miss our Monday updates. And finally, if you're looking to get your small business online, but you want a website that is just as simple and stress-free as your new clean inbox, head on over to 123mapwebsites.com. We handle all the heavy lifting so you can focus on what you do best. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.